So welcome everybody. My name is Azra Raza and I'm your host this evening, this afternoon. Delighted to be so, but the real hosts are of course May and Robin, and you introduce everyone else, Michael, Tim, amazing group of people. But the most important is all of you who have taken out the time on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon to come for such a good cause. It is the month of Ramzan, so a lot of you are fasting, and I know that Honorable Congressman Ellison is fasting as well. So Ramzan Mubarak to all of you.
Ramadan Kareem.
Ramzan Kareem Mubarak. And an early Eid Mubarak. It is a very special occasion to have the Congressman here. Congressman, when I was 23 years old, I came to the United States having just graduated from medical school. And I met the one man who would influence me the most within a month of landing here. And I ended up marrying him also.
Good plan, good idea.
Nice Jewish guy from Brooklyn. And one of the first things that Harvey taught me was that, look, a lot of people will tell you a lot of things about America, but you are here as a 23-year-old, first time in the US, and you plan to do all your training here and maybe settle here. So the two things I want you to do to learn about America is, number one, watch every Hollywood classic movie. Starting with, the Gloria, the really going back, further back than Casablanca to High Noon type movies. So I have all of Joan Crawford films, you'll see. I have Tallulah Bankhead. I mean, I really went back. But the second thing he said to me, which made a huge impression, was that one of the greatest tragedy of America, even though it claims to be a country where everyone can have an equal opportunity, whether they make use of that or not, the important thing is everyone is supposed to have an equal opportunity, but that has not historically been the case, nor is it today. And so in order for you to learn that, he said, I'm going to give you one book, and if you get interested in, then we'll talk about more. Otherwise, I don't think you're interested in learning about America. So the book he gave me in 1977 was The Autobiography of Malcolm X.
That's a good one.
I read that book, it changed my life completely. I have 3 shelves of books now on writers, starting from Richard Wright, James Baldwin. I became a James Baldwin groupie. Wherever he was speaking in Western New York, I was there. He thought I was stalking him. He was a great speaker also. But little did I think back in 1977 that a day will come when Harvey is dead, I'm in New York, the city where he was born and raised, and I would be hosting our first Muslim black congressman, Ellison, in my own home. What an honor. Congressman, one of the most famous women besides me in Manhattan, Mrs. Astor. She died when she was 106, but on her 100th birthday, one of my friends happened to be there, who was the head of the New York Public Library. So he told me this story personally. He said on her 100th birthday, I was very close to her because I was always fundraising with her for the New York Public Library. So I asked her, Mrs. Astor, you've lived 100 years. If there's one message you'd like to give us, what would it be? And she, without thinking, said immediately, meet new people. If you keep meeting the same old, you'll be the same old. So my message in the 100 years of life I've lived is, it's so exciting to meet new people. Go out, meet new people all the time. And that is so beautiful because many of you are here. I'm meeting you for the first time, and it is such an honor. Thanks to Congressman Ellison who has brought so many of you into my life today, and I'm very grateful for that. So thank you everybody for coming again. And now, I do have a message for my audience also. One of my favorite writers is Annie Dillard. She lives in New York. And she got the Pulitzer Prize back in 1976 for her book Pilgrim at Tinker Creek. One of the most beautiful writers ever to have written about nature. So I'm in touch with her always, and recently, after a 30-year hiatus, I think, her book came out, The Abundance. It's a collection of essays. So she was being interviewed on NPR, and they asked her, Ms. Dillard, why did you name your book The Abundance? And she said, well, you know, for the last 30 years, whenever I read like a quotation or a line that strikes me, I note it down in my journal. And many years ago, I wrote down this saying from Muhammad. And she found it in the Quran. And so she wrote it down, and it says, they will ask thee, what should you expend with? The word is expend, not spend. Expend what you can do without. What should you expend with? Say to them the abundance. Give it all away. You will be filled from behind. This is my message to you. We are facing a very, very disturbing time right now. Not just in the United States, in the whole world, there is a crisis. The fundamental values are being questioned. Those of us who came to this country and felt very safe, having worked very, very hard, and believing in the meritocracy of this country to protect us, suddenly can have the rug pulled from under us. And it is very, very frightening. So now is the time for us to band together. It is not the time to have little selfish interests. We should give, and I'm not talking about money, give of your time. That is even more precious than money. My message is, Congressman Ellison is here. Look at the service that they are performing for us today. It is up to us to rise to the challenge, stand behind the congressman and leaders like him. Ask for guidance and really go ahead and give of ourselves with abundance.